Hello, beautiful souls. How is everyone doing after this new moon? I tell you what, I'm feeling pretty good. I know for some of us, the next 2 weeks, this energy is still gonna be around for the next 2 weeks. But for some of us, we're either not feeling it or we're not feeling it as strong as we were with last week and even the week before. Today let's ask Spirit some questions, okay? Let's see what Spirit has for us in store in letting us know what is the current lesson that we are to be learning right now with this energy. Today, what is that lesson, okay? I shuffled, I got 3 cards. As you know, 3 is about being divinely supported. So let's get to this. Ooh, I'm loving this. This has to do with the third eye, and this has to do with mental conflict. All right. Number 2 is about alignment, but it's with the lesson that we are currently to be learning through the mental conflict is the conflict with ego. Taking this energy right now, and as ego tries to come forward saying you're not worthy, putting those little trickles of fear and doubt, making you feeling that scarcity mindset or lack. What I'm hearing with this mental conflict is that's part of going really deep with this energy and removing those false illusions, removing those false mirages, because as you continue to ascend, as you step more into that higher state of consciousness, and the more that you embrace your worth, your value, the magic, the knowledge, the wisdom, you embrace that power, that divine light and love, ego's going to get louder, right? Because it's operating from scarcity mindset. So with this mental conflict, it's actually really to put you into alignment, into that higher state consciousness. That's why I heard pay attention to that too. This, once again, it's misalignments that will get us into true alignment with our soul's purpose, with our soul's path. So know that with this mental conflict, whether this is dealing with ego or with individuals, as you experience these learning situations, either with ego or through everyday interaction with people, this is to get you into an alignment. This is to really dive and embrace the divine, limitless creator and healer you are, but also to step into your voice, the third eye. They keep taking me to the third eye, and this is about really having complete faith and trust in what you are seeing in that third eye. This is about having complete faith and trust in your gifts and your abilities and what truly lies within you. So know that as these mental conflicts come, whether ego or with people, this is to show you what you're capable of creating, but also too, this is revealing, like taking off the mask, removing those false illusions, those mirages, and this is to get you in alignment to that greater, higher state of consciousness. Okay, woo! I am loving this. Our second card. So the lesson that we are learning currently with this energy, especially today, this is about trusting in the universe. And look at this. We got 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. And 2 minus 1 is 1. This is about being divinely supported. This is about trusting in your intuition, trusting in your gifts, trusting in your ability to co-create and to collaborate with the universe, and trusting and knowing that the universe has your back. And it's next to this mental conflict. It's through that. It's through confronting ego. It's through... It could be even confronting people of what you are capable of creating. Not that you have to prove yourself to anyone, but as these conflicts or learning opportunities come to you and for you, this is to show you what a divine master manifester and creator that you are. And this is about continuing to dance with the universe and allowing that co-creation and that collaboration to happen. And there's so many different rituals that you can do with bringing in this manifestation. I like to use herbs and candles and oranges and lemons. So when I'm doing manifestations, I use an orange. I cut that orange in half, and I have a variety of different herbs. And when I'm bringing in that manifestation, I use a green candle. You can write out your manifestations and burn it. Last night, I wrote a letter to myself acknowledging the things that we created now, but the things that we are, what we're creating and receiving in the future, as if I already have it. And then what I like to do is I will run it over that green candle, burn it, and surrender it to the universe. I will be having manifestation bottles on my website soon, but when that happens, I will let you know. But this is about really finding your own ways of bringing in that manifestation. But this is also too creating from that heart center, because our heart is the brain. Our heart rules everything. It's the first thing created in the womb. So this is when you're manifesting, like, you got to truly feel with your feelings. You got to believe with your feelings that it's already yours. And this is a validation of it. That is what this current lesson is that through these mental conflicts, through the different learning opportunities, this is to show you what a truly divine, limitless creator, master alchemist, master manifester that you are. Continuing to trust and believe in who you are, but trusting and believing and knowing that the universe has your back, okay? Oh, holy freaking cannolis, you guys. I had 2 cards stuck together, so we have 4 cards. 4 cards is about protection. Ooh, I'm loving this. This is the lesson that, sorry, I got something. The lesson that we are to be learning right now with this energy. And this is the throat chakra, 5. This is about change. But with this energy, for those of you, you're really discovering how to use your voice, and you're stepping into the power of your voice. And when I say power, I'm not talking the volume of it. It's the strength. It's the clarity of your words, because you truly are operating from that heart-centered space. This is about really, for those of you who have a hard time speaking your truth or allowing your truth to be heard, with this energy right now. This is about stepping into that. This could be, and listen, pay attention to your body, because your body, that's how your soul, your highest self talks to you, is through your body when we're not picking up on the signs and the synchronicities. So what I'm hearing with the throat, maybe you're getting a rash right here. Maybe your throat gets tight at times. Maybe your throat is dry. Maybe you have issues with something with your mouth, maybe maybe your lips are super dry, or there's inflammation of your lips. This is like, okay, what are you not speaking? What needs to be spoken? Maybe it's how you speak to yourself. Okay, so really focus on this throat chakra, because this is 2 different meanings. This is about how you speak to yourself, but what is it that you need to speak up and say? Or maybe you're the type of person that you're kind of a little bit of a wallflower, and it's hard for you. It's hard for you to speak up. You don't like to speak up in crowds. You don't want to be noticed, but you, my beautiful souls, you need to be heard. Your story, your ideas, you are an inspiration, not just to yourself, but to others. And it's through stepping into your voice and speaking to yourself with unconditional love and gratitude and patience and kindness that you're bringing change to you, and you're bringing change to those around you, because when you allow that to happen, you're really changing how you speak. And some of you too, what I'm hearing is you used to think that you had to talk loud or talk over people, to be heard, but you're realizing that that's not the case because you've stepped so much into your divination and sovereign, because you're really taking in this energy and you're purging out old shit, like really ancestral traumas, that you are stepping into your voice and you're really understanding with clarity and confidence, with speaking your truth and speaking it authentically and unapologetically, but in a beautiful tone, if that makes any sense. And what I'm hearing is if other people get upset with what you say and you're truly operating from that heart center and you're speaking from a place of heart-centered authenticity, this is about, well, then there might be something's triggering them that they need to work on. But also too, what I'm hearing is don't allow other people's words to hold back your words, okay? Because once again, we all are on our own beautiful journey. We all have healing from different traumas to alchemize, right? And so use your voice, because you are an inspiration to someone else, even if you're not even aware of it, okay? So let's get to our fourth card. Holy crap. Holy freaking cannolis. Once again, this is about the third eye. And you can't make this up, you guys. You freaking cannot make this up. As you know, my question is, what lesson is it that we are all to be learning right now with this energy? Trapped in fear. Remember when I talked about that mental conflict? This is about removing those false illusions of scarcity, of lack, false illusions of fear. Like, whose fear am I holding on to? Is this part of the matrix? You know, is this part of the old programming, right? And that's what we're learning in this, learning with this energy. And even as you are sitting in this energy and you are purging and you are alchemizing, fear does come up, but fear does not, it's not trapping you. And what I'm hearing is you're taking like fear, like bull by the horns, and you are learning, you're stepping into be truly alchemizing with it. You're taking that fear as almost like an adrenaline rush, and you're taking it and you're creating positively with that, okay? So no, and I love this, 8 is all about abundance, and that is what is happening right now too. It's through you going to the underworld of your shadow parts and taking the residue of false trapped fear, and you're alchemizing it, and you are creating abundance in all size, shapes, forms, and matter, which by you going down, sorry, I'm spiritually stroking out, into the underworld of your shadow parts, you are really healing past relationships. You are healing those past relationships that made you feel trapped in fear, that made you like that fear of not being worthy. Oh my God, the fear of speaking up. Look at that. The fear of speaking up is what I'm here. And it's through going to the underworld of the shadow, removing those false illusions of trapped fear, that you are stepping into your voice. You're realizing that your voice is just as valuable. You are just as valuable as anyone else. So those are the lessons that we are to be learning right now with this energy. But with that being said, let's ask Spirit, let's ask the collective divine source, God, your spirit teams, what is being awakened right now for all of us? What is being awakened for us right now in this energy? Okay, I got one card. Let's see if I'll do the one card and then I'll shuffle again to see what else we get. Firm foundation, you guys. Holy freaking cannolis, you cannot make this up. So this is what's being awakened in us right now. It's your root chakra. It's through removing, it's through going to the underworld of your shadow parts, and you're alchemizing the fear. You're taking any mental conflict, you know, whether it's what ego brings to us, things that people have placed upon us in the past. It's because you are really diving deep into that underworld and you are embracing your light. Your light is expanding so much. You are getting to such an extreme higher state of consciousness that you are creating that safety and that security, because that is what the root chakra is about, creating safety and security and stability physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, through relationships, through business, how we embrace, how we navigate, how we use our energy in a positive way to create, but to also create positive relationships and opportunities. So especially with this energy, you guys, focus on that root chakra. I find myself going outside multiple times a day and just standing barefoot on the ground. This can be about sitting in meditation and listening to maybe like Tao Wynn's root chakra music. Get on YouTube and look that up. Or maybe carrying like a red carnelian with you to help keep you grounded. Or when you sit in meditation, place a red carnelian. Sometimes I like to place it on my lower back to hit that tailbone area. But also we have the number 4 here too. And what is being awakened is you are really discovering and having complete faith and trust in the support from your spirit team, from your loved ones on the other side, and from the universe and divine source God, the collective as a whole. So firm foundation is what is being awakening in you right now. And it's going through those trials and tribulations. It's through those extreme learning opportunities. It is through going to the underworld of your shadow parts that you are creating a beautiful, massive, firm is not even, I know it says firm here, but this is like extreme solid foundation. So keep leaning into that, because look at, it's going through the mountains. It's going through the mountains. It's going through those trials and those tribulations. It's going through those rough terrains that you are creating that extreme firm foundation. And because you are creating that extreme firm foundation, like as your learning opportunities come and the illusion of scarcity and lack, you're not going to sit in it for very long. You're going to be like, oh, I see it, ego. Not today, motherfucker. Not today, because I am a divine, limitless creator. I am a master alchemist, and I'm going to take this energy and I'm going to show you what I'm worth. Not that you have to validate yourself to ego or to anyone, but this is just to show you how truly strong and unstoppable you are. I got that C is unstoppable. Oh my gosh, you guys, holy freaking cannoli. So the thing that is being awakened in us right now, another number 4 card. This is about being divinely protected. Look at this circle. This is new beginnings. This is authority. And what I'm hearing with this authority is it's this energy. What's being awakened is that you're realizing you are in control. You are the person who has the authority. These other people don't control you anymore. This is about past relationships, past lives. Like you are truly understanding what's being awakened is like, oh, they don't have control over me. I am my own authority. I am my own authority in being a limitless creator, a limitless healer, a divine master alchemist. And it's because you're stepping into that and operating. I love this. Let's focus on this. This is about that crown chakra. It's because of what you are doing right now, going to that underworld that is really opening up that crown chakra, like your higher state of consciousness and your connection to divine source God, the universe, the angelic realm is expanding because you're creating those firm foundations. And the only way that we can go up, the only way that we can make our connection to the celestial beings, to divine source God, to the heavens, is by creating that firm foundation. You've got to have that firm foundation. That's where the healing lies. And when we go deep, you guys, and we dive into that root and we dive into the underworld of our shadow parts, We are expanding that light, and that light shoots up and it illuminates us all, and it makes our connection to the other side, to celestial beings, light beings, love light beings, so strong and so clear. And that is what's going to continue to open up your intuition. It's really going to help open up that third eye. It's through that, that you're really having a lot of complete faith and trust in your gifts, in your abilities, what you are hearing, seeing, and feeling. So the authority card is you're realizing you're the one in charge, and that other people's energy is their energy. And as you are dealing with this energy, my beautiful friends, take time as you are either ending a text, a phone call, an email, or just walking away. It's my energy is my energy. Their energy is their energy. I give their energy to them. It is not mine to keep. Say this, practice this, make this part of your ritual, and watch how clearer you become, because we are all empaths. And some of us have a tendency to hold on to other people's energy because we feel like, ooh, I'm in this grand awakening and I'm here to help heal and everybody. It's not your job to save everybody, right? And in fact, in order to help others, you got to serve yourself first. And as a light worker, it's not our job to fix everybody. Our job is to shine light. Our job is to help give individuals the tools, but remember, they're on their own journey. They're on their own path. So it's up to them whether or not they take the advice, they take the tools, they take the experiences that we had. And once you give it to them, it's not yours to carry. So just like that energy, this is about my energy is my energy, their energy is theirs. I no longer hold this energy. You must, I shouldn't say you must. I strongly encourage you to say this, because this is what's going to help create that solid foundation, because other people's energy is not going to continue to hold you down and create that instability in your own energy field, in your own life. So holy frickin' cannolis. All right. Holy cow, you guys. Did you see that? I got 4 more cards flying out here. So what's being awakened in us right now is hope. Look at that. Hope. And it's about coming together. It's about coming together and helping each other and supporting each other and loving each other. And I'm seeing it, even as chaotic as this world is right now, you guys, I see the positive. I see people coming together. I see people standing up for what is wrong, and they're not afraid to use their voice. And it's through them that is giving us hope. And even with the stuff that you're doing right now with this energy going to the underworld, it's through your light. It's through what you are alchemizing and creating divine Christ energy that you are creating hope. But once again, look at this, my beautiful friends. We've got this ring here. I know it's hard to see here, but on the bottom, it's green. So continue to operate from that heart center. And then up here, I know it's hard to see, but it's like that white. It's a white. This is about focusing on pulling in that divine light, calling in your angels and your spirit team to guide you, to support you, to show you what it is that you need to know. I am loving this. One thing that is being awakened is suffering and silence. Sorry, geez. But this card isn't, we got 9. This is about releasing. And suffering and silence isn't necessarily like you're suffering. This is about releasing, no longer carrying and holding the pain, the hurt, things that were placed upon you, which goes back to the root chakra, is that you're not suffering in silence anymore. You're going to the underworld of your shadow parts, and you're alchemizing in silence. You're alchemizing and you are ascending. So don't take this as you are suffering in silence. No, this card is saying it's through the releasing that you're doing right now. That's what number 9 is that you are removing the suffering. You are removing the suffering that you've been carrying of other people's But once again, look at this. See these like mountain type things? It's because you're releasing that. You've gone through the tough terrains. And as I look at this, this is about looking at sitting on this rock here, looking at what you've overcome, what you've released. It's no longer yours. Continue to look at this beautiful yellow. I know there's a little bit orange, but they want to talk about the yellow. Spirit is saying continue to dive into creativity, because creativity, that's where we hold our emotions. And that's when we allow ourselves to create, we're allowing those emotions to flow through. And it's through releasing and allowing those emotions to flow through that you are alchemizing, that you are literally shape-shifting and transforming and ascending. All right, let's get to our next 3 cards. Holy freaking cannoli. Sorry guys, this reading is going to probably be a little long. But what is awakening right now in this energy is victory and success. Reflection. 6 is about reflecting. So as ego does come in, as we take this energy and we go through the ebb and the flow of darkness and light, this is about really celebrating, because you are creating victory and success for yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. What I'm also hearing too is for some of you, it's through what you are purging out, what you're alchemizing. You're not quite seeing it yet, but whatever it is you're creating, business-wise, relationship-wise, this card is a validation of that victory and success. But in order for our seeds to grow, the seeds of manifestation, it has to sit in the dark, because within the dark, that's how we learn to expand and grow. I just keep hearing continue to reflect as ego comes in, reflect and celebrate in the success and the victories that you already have, but also celebrate in the victory and successes that are to come, as if you've already received it in this current time. All right, so what is being awakened in us right now is another number 6 card, reflect, but this is about memories of love. And this is letting your light in, but this is about as we go through the underworld of our shadow parts. This card really has to do with memories of love, with relationships, intimate relationships, family relationships, friendships. You're realizing with this energy that you can love someone, but you can love them from a distance, and you are no longer going to carry on their energy. But most of all, you're not going to carry on the energy that they've instilled in you through words, through emotions. So know that as this happens, you're going to create new memories of giving yourself that unconditional love and support. But take time to reflect, because what I'm hearing is, and I think I said this in like the last reading or the reading before, we're going to have these initiations, right? These initiations are these learning opportunities where people from the past are going to show up. What are you going to do with that? Are so these initiations are to put us in an alignment, to really see like how far we've transformed and ascend, and are we ready? Are we ready to receive that huge grand manifestation? All right, so our final card is holy freaking cannolis, another number 4. This has to do with the heart chakra, my beautiful friends. And this is about discontent and boredom. All right, so let's get to this card. This is a very interesting card, because with this card, what I'm hearing is with this energy right now is things that used to bring you boredom, such as silence. Like you're really pulling into solitude. You're going, because of this energy, sorry, I'm spiritually struggling out, trying to keep up with their words and then translating it into my words, things that once didn't please you. You're like sitting in silence, staying home, not feeding into that negativity. You're finding, holy crap, I am not bored. You're realizing as you're purging out this energy that things that once bored you, you're finding the peace in it. You're finding the tranquility. You're finding the contentment in it. And that's because you're energetically raising your vibration. You are breaking out of the matrix. You're not even in long. I just feel like they're like, no, they're not even in the matrix. This is about really stepping out and continuing to go to that higher state of consciousness. But what I love about these two cards, you guys, they both reflect the heart chakra. So this is about operating from that heart centered authentically. And when you remove what doesn't serve you, the illusions of things that that illusion of, you've got to live in fear, otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere, and you're understanding that that's not the case, and you're understanding too, you're alchemizing those things that once did not give you satisfaction. You're just like, what I'm hearing is some of you is like, even in relationships, you would be like with someone, you'd get bored and you quick move to the next person. You wouldn't allow like deep healing to happen. And you're seeing now that you need to take this time of solitude, this time of being in the hermit mode and going to the underworld of your shadow parts. That discontentment and the boredom, you're like, holy shit, that's peace. That's tranquility. I actually feel content because you're finding unconditional love for yourself, and you're finding unconditional faith and trust in who you are and what lies within you. So that, my beautiful friends, is the message today. Until we meet again, love, light, and many, many blessings.